Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I've got a very serious bank fraud warning. Two things that happened to two separate people today, and I want to share it with you and an amazing result or an amazing fix. But first, before I start that, I want to tell you also there are literally thieves everywhere trying to rob you and steal from you online over your phone. What you're going to learn here, it absolutely blows me away how brazen these thieves are getting because they're so good at hiding their tracks. And I'm going to give you solutions to this, but no one, don't listen to people that look to be me or put a symbol, my logo in the comment section. I will never ask you for money. I will never try and invest money for you. Okay. There have been people that have literally been conned out of tens of thousands of dollars that have been a part of Ninja Nation, this community, because they thought that I was reaching out and I wanted to invest money. I have no desire to invest people's money for them. I'm too busy trying to take care of my own money, and you should be taking care of your own money. All right, so understand that. So let me start with two things. First off, I just saw an email come through. You know when you're looking for the .com or the .gov to make sure it's an official email? Well, the thieves have gotten very, very creative. What they've done is when you go and let's say the bank emails you and they say, and it's let's say mybank.com. I saw an example of this where it's the official mybank.com. When you check the email, who it came from, right? And go, oh, it's my bank, it's mybank.com. The real one compared to the fraud one, all they did was take the A and change it into a different type of lettering, right? Not italicized, a different size font, but they literally took it and they put like, let's say Sanskrit or New Times Roman. They literally changed the A to something so close to what that A looks like, but the circle in the A was just a tad bit wider, and the stem of the A, right to the lowercase a on the left hand or the right hand side of the letter was just a little bit taller. You could barely, literally, with both of them lined up, I'm staring at this, going, I couldn't figure it out for 60 seconds. What is different? And they go, the A. Look at the A, and I look and look. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a tad bit bigger. If you just glance over, you could not tell. Now, this is what happened to somebody I know, a friend of mine today. He said he got a phone call from his bank. And he said the bank said, now he was really busy, by the way. He runs a side hustle. He's been out there crushing it. And it was one of those days, it was just really big. And the bank said, hey, this is the fraud department. There's a fraudulent charge. And what happened was this was the scammer calling. The scammer had already put through a fraudulent charge. They literally did this on purpose. He gets pinged on his phone. He looks, oh, we think there's a fraudulent charge. Pinging your phone, right? So then what they do is they call him, and they actually took the bank's fraud line phone number. So they knew which bank he's in. They took the bank's fraud hotline phone number. Okay. They copied it on the phone. So you're looking at it and you're like, boom, there's the phone number. And they said, we need your information. We've got your card number. They read it off. And they said, someone is trying to activate it, so we need your PIN. That, thank heavens, was when he stopped, because he went, okay, let me get you my PIN. He goes, but did you say that you had my bank number online? They said they had it, but he said, can you get that for me again? And they went, stand by, let me get on hold. They didn't know what to do with him. So, because they didn't have it. They didn't have that information in front of them. Sounds like they had these RFID information. They put him on hold. He immediately calls, pulls out his work cell, and they said that was another thing. It wasn't his work cell that they called, it was his home cell, which he goes, that's off because it should be my work, because that bank was tied to his work, his company phone, right? So he calls the phone number, and sure enough, his bank's fraud center answers. And he goes, hey, are you trying to contact me right now? Because I'm getting a call, which I think is a scammer. And they looked and they said, no, we're not. They looked him up real quick and they said, he told them everything that was going on. He's still on hold with the scammer. And they said, we can actually see them trying to fraudulently charge your card right now multiple times. And he said, well, I asked them for my card number to verify it. And there I got me on hold. And they go, we don't need that. We have your number. They actually repeated it back to him. They said, we've got your number. We are the bank. We know your number. He told them about the PIN number. And they said, we will never, ever, ever, ever ask you for your PIN number. Don't ever give that out. And he said, usually when I get a call like this, I say, you know what, hold on. Yeah, I'm in the middle of something. Let me call you guys right back. And he hangs the phone up and goes to call them back. And the person on the phone, the bank, said, literally, if every single person would do that when they get a fraudulent call, that it would be settled right there. They wouldn't have any of these issues. He said, but even the bank was shocked. They said, wow, they actually, because he goes, this is your phone number. I just called the fraud line. And he said, this is the phone number popping up. And they're even shocked. They go, wow, they even copied that. So when your phone rings, the phone number to the fraud line pops up. So these attacks are becoming very, very sophisticated, and you have to constantly be on guard. And one thing that I know that has helped me, and it would probably help you, is that you make sure that fraud monitoring is on your phone, and that what we do is that there is literally every single time there's a charge on our credit card, it pings us. We want to know when a charge hits the card. And it has helped us so much. It's so important. um, you have to be on guard with these attacks and be diligent. And I see most of the time the people that are losing money are those that are wanting other people to do things for them, or they're not wanting to take the responsibility to tighten up their security. And it's very, very important. It's like having a special password that you have to reveal to your cell phone carrier every time you need something changed. You have to have that set up. Go to your cell phone carrier. You ask for a special password that if they need to work on your phone, they need to ask you, what's your password? Also, I don't accept phone calls, and I've had that happen where they call and they say, oh, we're your phone carrier. We need to fix something. What's your password? And they're already trying to hack into that system and do a SIM swap. People need to be very, very on guard. I've talked about those YubiKeys, those RFID chips that you physically hold, and you lock those up. So with your Facebook account, your all these accounts, your Google account stuff, to where a hacker could maybe have your password, they could maybe have your user ID, but the problem is they can't get in without that physical chip now to actually scan, to touch up against your phone, or to go into your computer system. It's called YubiKey, Ubikey. Go check it out. They're like $45. And then you could buy two, and then one stays in a location if the first one gets lost or destroyed. You've got that. Then you can buy another one and reclone it. But the point is that there are more and more brazen attacks hitting us, and you have to prepare yourself now. And like that bank fraud person said, if people would simply go, okay, I'm busy, let me call you back in 60 seconds, and I'll call you right back. And if they first off try and talk you out of that, oh, you need to talk now. It's a con. But then just go hang up, call your fraud center, because you've got somebody on your tail. And not only that, they're calling people. They're getting more and more brazen, which means what they're doing is working. And that's the number one important thing you need to take away from this. Be on guard. Protect your money. Protect your wealth, your finances. Protect your identity. Go and get one of those YubiKeys. I think they're amazing. I used to run the affiliate link, but I just sort of gave up on it. But it's an amazing product. All right, guys, that being said, I thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.